definitely have been affected directly by this disease and this problem. My mother was a heroin addict, and she's been gone since 2003. And I have 3 little girls, Isabella, Elizabeth, and Olivia, and they're 8, 6, and 3. My second child, I was addicted to opiates, and I couldn't get any help. So I really did struggle with that. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but I wanted to read you a poem, which is how I express my emotions, that I wrote about being an addict's daughter. From my first cry and overwhelming emotion, I was trapped by an obsession, by a deep compulsion. I was yearning for a mysterious relief, a disconnection from truth. This is the disease. I was only a child when my innocence was ripped away. And sadly, I used that as an excuse for acting this way. I thought this was the only way out from such incredible pain. My mother was so calming, she resembled the rain, so destructive at times, and peaceful in her own right. And little did I know, she was fighting an unbeatable fight. It's impossible to win a war against yourself. You become your own worst enemy, and the government's ticket to wealth. Forced to endure constant humiliation, forced into shame and detoxification. But not just from drugs, from the only thing that seems real. It's the only way for us to feel. To those who don't understand, it's insane and fatal. But to us, it's our only known road to survival. We are not afraid of living in the dark or monsters under our bed. It's the light that scares us, and the monsters have now moved to inside of our heads. And from one suffering child to another, from one helpless daughter of an addict mother, a mother now as defenseless as she, I've been spared from tomorrow and somehow set free. So to Congress and to doctors and facilitators of the light, we are begging you to hear us crying because we're fighting for our lives. There is no choice here. It's been long off the market, but what is present is hope for the departed. Hope for the unborn child without a choice. But first you must break through this stigma and give us back our voice. So tonight when you go home and look at your own son or daughter, imagine how it must feel to also resemble rainwater, to uncontrollably fall down to your harsh fate, to turn into mud and into society's disgrace, to be thrown away like an old sweater, and to be hated by some, and to be your own beautiful disaster. Drugs are not the problem here, it is our solution. So without offering us another one, you're just causing havoc and more confusion. And no, I don't mean throwing us yet into another institution. That obviously doesn't always work, but somehow we're the ones that's in a delusion. And to all of you living in ignorant bliss of this criminalizing slaughter, these are the desperate words of an addict's daughter.